The Kaimanwa Horse Muster is one of the most phenomenal things to experience. I was fortunate to see it in 2012, 2014 and 2018, and to be invited back this year in 2021 to be able to photograph and document the horses coming out of the muster was a real honour. So one of my particular role this year was to record every single horse that came out of the wild that had been recorded in a database. So over the last 18 months I've worked with a team of people from Kaimanwa Heritage Horses, New Zealand Defence Force and also some Kaimanwa trainers to create a comprehensive database of every single horse documented in the ranges. And so the current count leading up to this year's muster was 506 horses, and I think in the lead up to the muster we had about 511 horses in the database. So pretty much every single horse at some point has been photographed, their marking and any known information has been recorded from photos taken since the database was created in 2020 in early January, and then going through archive photos from almost 10 years. So we've got 7 and 8 year old horses that were photographed as a foal and their markings match up, and so now we know their age and also their appearance. So this muster was particularly challenging for me because I knew a lot of the horses as individuals. So as they were coming in I could say, oh, that's Cinder's van or King's van and there's Panther. Obviously a lot of the horses this muster came from Zone 20, which is a restricted area. So those horses I didn't really, or most of them I didn't know, I definitely couldn't recognise them. Some later turned up on the database because they'd been photographed as specks in the distance or by the New Zealand Defence Force. But it was particularly the horses in the southern areas and Argo where we've got a decade of photos and history of these horses now. So that was pretty phenomenal to have that opportunity to continue to expand and understand the New Zealand wild horses in their natural habitat. So as part of it, we could age a lot of the horses, so the mares and stallions and foals are all drafted out as they come down the race. So the helicopters brought them in off the mountain, sometimes up to 3 hours in front of the helicopters, covering about 25 kilometres from the furthest regions, and then they'll swoop around into a dead-end valley which has massive canyons on either side and a river, and then they come into the yards and are drafted. So the mares and stallions and foals are split up. If the foals are too young to wean, they go as mare and foal combos, so they've got spray paint marks so that they know that this one matches this foal so they can go to the homes together. So every single muster, obviously the highest demand is for juveniles, and it was really awesome this time to be able to use the database to help the vets determine which ones were 2, 3, 4 year olds. So when the drafting process is done, the vets are using pretty much visual knowledge to be able to determine the age of the horse. So if they've got, you know, short tails or short manes, or they look young, they're put into a juvenile pen, which are foals, yearlings and 2 year olds. And so from the hide, which is up on top of the hill, which is a camouflaged area that the observers stay in, myself and Tanisha Thompson from Kaimanwa Crazy were able to be like, actually we know that colt who's been put into the stallion pen is only a 2 year old, and we know that filly is only a 2 year old and she's been put in the mature mare pen. And so we were able to help pull 20 juveniles that have been drafted as mature horses back into the juvenile pen, which the vets were able to redraft and then put them back in to meet the quota for juvenile horses. So really invaluable to be able to do that, especially when so many people are looking for juveniles, which was really rewarding to see. And as the years go on and we from here on out will know pretty much the age of most horses in the wild, it'll become easier and easier to be really accurate in the matching. And then on the final day they're split up and assigned to trucks. So if they're going to Taupo, say for us, they knew that we needed this many yearlings, this many 2 year olds, 6 mature stallions and so many mature mares. And so they come up the chute, the first 6 stallions would come onto the truck, and the vets make all those decisions determined by what the client has asked for and then what is available in the yard. So for example, I think one of our trucks was one of the last ones to leave, and on the truck was supposed to be about 5 yearling colts, and because they'd run out of yearling colts at that point, we ended up with 5 extra fillies. But that is just the way of it. They do the best they can to match, but ultimately by the last trucks they're scrambling a little bit to match orders.
Saw you walking by today with the sunset in your eyes. couldn't find the strength to say what was running through my mind. You couldn't help but notice me, staring with that awkward smile from the other side of Thompson Street. I felt love for a little while, 'cause you looked beautiful in the sunset glow, in that sunset glow. You looked more beautiful than anyone I know, than anyone I know. You ended up falling for me, and to this day I don't know how. I think about it constantly. I promise I won't let you down. But when I asked, you told me yes, to be in mine forevermore. All I can offer is my best, through the good and bad, through rich and poor. Oh, you look beautiful with that white dress on, with that white dress on. You look more beautiful than anyone I've known, than anyone I've known. You look beautiful. You look beautiful. You look beautiful with that white dress on.